Let us start next example of gamma function. Solve this. Evaluate integration from 0 to 1 upon square root of x in bracket minus log x. So let us start with this example. Write that integral with limit 0 to 1 divided by square root of x into minus log x dx. So the same integral we can write as integration from 0 to 1. So here in denominator we have square root of x into minus log x. So we can separate that term and we can write as x raised to minus half into minus log x, that is log of 1 upon x. Okay, so log of 1 upon x bracket raised to minus 1 by 2 dx. Okay, then here the given integral containing a term log of 1 upon x या फंक्शन मध्ये log 1 upon x इन्क्लूड आहे. मग आता सबस्टिट्यूशन काय करायचंय?
1 upon x equal to
yes, log of 1 upon x is equal to t. Therefore x is equal to e raised to minus t. Differentiate this. Differentiate it. We get dx is equal to minus e raised to minus t dt. Okay. Then next, as we have considered x is equal to e raised to minus t, now we are going to change the limit. Change the limits. When x is equal to 0, what will be the t?
infinity.
It is infinity. When x is equal to 1, t tends to 0. Okay, so here we are getting that new integral with the limit integration from 0 la infinity asde, so infinity to 0. Then x raised to minus half, as we have x is equal to e raised to minus t, so it is e raised to minus t bracket raised to minus half. Okay, e raised to minus t raised to minus half. Then next, log of 1 upon x. Log 1 upon x,
T.
it is t.
Raised to
T raised to minus 1 by 2. And dx, what about dx? It is minus e raised to
minus t dt.
minus t dt. Now, by using the integration property, by changing the sign, as we know that minus b to a is equal to a to b. So according to that, here minus is there. So the limit will be 0 to infinity e raised to minus t raised to minus half. It gives t by 2 na,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
into e raised to minus t into t raised to minus half. T raised to minus half dt. आता इथे e raised to t by 2 आहे आणि e raised to minus t आहे, म्हणजे 1 by 2 minus 1 आहे. Okay, so 1 by 2 minus 1, it gives minus 1 by 2, isn't it? So here we are taking that integration from 0 to infinity e raised to t by 2 minus t, it gives minus 1 by 2 t into t raised to minus half dt. But as per the definition, we need e raised to minus t. मग आता e raised to minus 1 by 2 आहे इथं. आता substitution. Once again we have to make t by 2 is equal to v. Okay, therefore t is equal to 2v. So dt is equal to 2 into dv. Then change the limits by changing the limit.
मॅम तिथं मायनस कॉमन होतं ना इकडं.
Where?
फर्स्ट इंटिग्रेटिंग
Yes.
फॅक्टर मध्ये e raised to minus t आहे.
हा,
मग त्याचं मायनस साइन.
लिमिट्स काय आहेत बघा. मगाशी तुम्हाला सांगितलं होतं इंटिग्रेशन प्रॉपर्टी. जर मायनस बी टू ए असेल, मायनस बी टू ए असेल, बाय चेंजिंग द साइन वी आर गेटिंग दॅट इंटिग्रेशन ए टू बी. आता हा जो मायनस साइन आहे तो इथं यूज केला जातो आपण. इथं मायनस इन्फिनिटी टू 0 इट इज इक्वल टू 0 टू इन्फिनिटी. म्हणजे त्या ठिकाणी हा मायनस साइन इथे यूज झालेला आहे. ओके, आलं लक्षात?
येस मॅम.
By using integration property we can write that. So here limits परत त्याच राहणार. If t is equal to 0, v also 0. If t is equal to infinity, v also infinity. Therefore integration with limit 0 to infinity e raised to t by 2 minus t by 2, so it is e raised to minus v into t raised to minus half. T raised to minus half, it can be put as t raised to minus 1 by 2. In next step we will write that into put dt
2dv.
आता या ठिकाणी टी ची पण व्हॅल्यू चेंज होणार ना आपली. टी साठी पण आपण तिथे वेगळी व्हॅल्यू पुट करतो. इंटिग्रेशन मध्ये ज्यावेळेस आपण इथं
2v
टी बाय 2 साठी व्ही पुट केलेला आहे. सो टी विल बी 2v raised to minus half into for dt
2d
dv. Okay, which is equal to integration from 0 to infinity e raised to minus v into 2 raised to minus half into 2. 2 raised to minus half into 2. It gives 2 divided by root 2. म्हणजे काय असेल इथं? root 2 असेल. root 2 into v raised to minus half dv, which is equal to root 2 into integration from 0 to infinity e raised to minus v into v raised to minus half plus 1 minus 1 dv. And finally we are getting that answer root 2 into e raised to minus v into v raised to minus half plus 1 minus 1. It gives e
Half
raised to v raised to half minus 1, and for v raised to half, that is gamma 1 by 2, and gamma 1 by 2 means root 2 into root pi. This is the final answer, root 2 pi. समजलं? एक्झाम्पल समजलं सगळ्यांना? हॅलो,
रूट पाय.
हॅलो,
रूट पाय कसं करणार?
ती प्रॉपर्टी आहे आपली. गॅमा 1 by 2 इज इक्वल टू त्याची व्हॅल्यू मिळते रूट पाय. ते तुम्हाला मी सांगेन, प्रूव्ह करून दाखवते तुम्हाला. गॅमा 1/2 इज इक्वल टू √π मिळतं. ओके. पहिल्यांदाच प्रॉपर्टी सांगितली, गॅमा फंक्शनच्या प्रॉपर्टी सांगितल्या. Now after this, next integral with limit 0 to 1 cube root of log of 1 upon x dx है. So it can be written as log of 1 upon x raised to 1/3. काय सबस्टिट्यूट करायचं इथं?
log 1 upon x equal to t.
Yes. Log of 1 upon x is equal to t. Therefore, 1 upon x is equal to e raised to t. Therefore, x is equal to e raised to minus t. Differentiate this, dx is equal to minus e raised to minus t dt. Changing the limits, if x tends to 0, t will be infinity. If x tends to 1, t tends to 0.
Yeah.
So by using that limits, we can write this integration as so here integration with infinity to 0 log 1 upon x, log 1 upon x, that is t raised to 1/3 into dx. Dx is minus e raised to minus t dt. Now by changing the signs with this, means we are using that integration property, so it will be minus integration from infinity to 0 t raised to 1/3
Enough?
into e raised to minus t dt, which is equal to integration from 0 to infinity e raised to minus t into t raised to 1/3 dt. Use the definition of gamma function. So here e raised to minus t, t raised to 1/3, integration from 0 to infinity e raised to minus t into t raised to 1/3 plus 1 minus 1 dt. Tell me that answer now.
Gamma 4/3.
E raised to minus t, 0 to infinity e raised to minus t, t raised to
4/3 minus
4/3 minus 1
dt.
dt. Therefore, by using that definition of gamma function, we are getting that gamma 4/3. Okay. Next. Next example.
मॅम
हा
इथे
बोला.
रिडक्शन मेथड यूज करायची आहे ना आता नंतर?
नाही, 4/3 ला नाही करू शकत तुम्ही. ज्या ठिकाणी तुम्हाला सिम्प्लिफिकेशन करता येतं ना, म्हणजे इकडे बघा, लास्टच्या एक्झाम्पल मध्ये आपल्याला 9/2 होतं. 9/2 ला तुम्हाला पर्टिक्युलर व्हॅल्यू मिळते. जर 4/3 घेतला तुम्ही, 4/3 ला कसं लिहिणार तुम्ही? गॅमा. हा
1/3 + 1.
1/3 + 1. पण आता इथं बघा, ज्यावेळेस हा 4/3 घेताय तुम्ही, हा 4/3 गॅमा 4/3 याला असं लिहू शकताय तुम्ही 4/3 4/3 लिहू शकत नाही. कारण या ठिकाणी तुमचा जो इंटिजर असायला हवाय, इंटिजर असेल तरच ती प्रॉपर्टी युज होते इथं, अदरवाईज होणार नाहीये. किंवा ज्या वेळेस तुमची हाफ हाफ म्हणजे ज्या ठिकाणी तुम्हाला रूट पाय मिळेल, गॅमा 1/2 मिळेल, तर त्यावेळेस तिथे तुम्हाला ते लिहिता येतं, अदरवाईज हे लिहिता येणार नाही तुम्हाला. या ठिकाणी प्रॉपर्टी युज होणार नाहीये.
Okay, ma'am.
Write down next. Evaluate integration from 0 to infinity 7 raised to minus 4x square dx. So here substitute काय करायचं, कम्प्लीट टर्मला, कारण a raised to minus m x raised to n आहे. सो 7 raised to minus 4x square साठी आपण काय सबस्टिट्यूट करतोय, काय पुट करतोय, e raised to minus t डायरेक्टली. हा कोणता टाइप आहे बघा, इंटिग्रेशन ऑफ a raised to minus m x raised to n dx आहे. So in this case we have to put a raised to minus m x raised to n is equal to e raised to minus t. So here put 7 raised to minus 4x square is equal to e raised to minus t. Okay, taking log on both sides. So minus 4x square log 7 is equal to minus t into log e. दोन्हीकडचा मायनस कॅन्सल झाला. सो हिअर x square is equal to t divided by 4 into log 7. याचं ऑलरेडी आपण कॅल्क्युलेशन मध्ये डायरेक्टली आन्सर सांगितलं होतं मगाशी एक लास्ट लेक्चर मध्ये. Therefore x is equal to square root of t divided by 2 into square root of log 7. Differentiate it, we get that dx is equal to 1 divided by 2 into square root of log 7 into derivative of root t, that is 1 upon 2 into root t dt. Now changing the limits. X is equal to 0, t will be 0. When x is equal to infinity, t gets infinity. So here it is integration from 0 to infinity 7 raised to minus 4x square. So it is e raised to minus t into dx, that is 1 divided by 4 into square root of log 7 into t raised to minus half dt.
Ma'am, 2 येते ना 1/2 into log.
इथला 2 आणि हा 2 बघा, हा 2 आणि 2 काय होतं, 4 होते, बरोबर आहे ना.
हा.
Okay. Now taking that 1 upon 4 into square root of log 7, integration from 0 to infinity e raised to minus t raised to minus half, to get that term n minus 1 plus 1 minus 1 dt, which is equal to 1 divided by 4 into square root of log 7 integration from 0 to infinity e raised to minus t into t raised to 1/2 minus 1 dt, which is equal to, tell me that answer now. Gamma 1/2 divided by 4 into square root of log 7, which is equal to gamma 1/2 is equal to, we have root pi divided by 4 into square root of log 7. This one is the answer. Okay. Everyone got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Now next. हे दोन्ही एक्झाम्पल झालेत आपले. आणखीन एक दोन एक्झाम्पल सॉल्व्ह करायचे आपण. हॅलो.
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक आहे, याला सोडून दुसरं एक्झाम्पल घेऊयात आपण अजून एक. इव्हॅल्युएट integration from 0 to infinity x raised to 7 into e raised to minus h square x square dx. Now tell me, substitution for this integration.
X square is equal to
पुट काय करायचं इथं? h square x square is equal to t. Okay, therefore x square is equal to t divided by h square. So x is equal to root t divided by h. Differentiating this term, dx is equal to 1 upon h into derivative of root t, that is 2, 1 upon root t. 1 upon 2 into root t dt. Changing the limits. Yes, changing the limits. If x tends to 0, t will be 0. If x is equal to infinity, t tends to infinity. So we are getting that integration with limit 0 to infinity, x raised to 7. So root t divided by h raised to 7 into e raised to minus h square x square, that is minus t, into dt, that is 1 upon 2h into 1 by root t, it is t raised to minus half dt. By taking constant terms out of that integral part, so 1 upon h raised to 7, 1 upon h, it gives 1 upon 2 is the constant, h raised to 8, integration from 0 to infinity, e raised to minus t into root t raised to 7, that is 7 by 2, root t raised to 7 into t raised to minus half dt, which is equal to 1 upon 2 into h raised to 8, integration from 0 to infinity, e raised to minus t raised to 7 by 2 into t raised to minus 1 by 2, it gives t its cube, and t cube can be put as t raised to 4 minus 1 dt. So by using the definition of gamma function, it is gamma 4 divided by 2 into h raised to 8, which is equal to gamma n, that is n factorial. If n is an integer, so it is 3 factorial divided by 2 into h raised to 8, which is equal to 3 divided by h raised to 8. This is the final answer. हे समजतं ना प्रत्येकांना? हॅलो,
Yes, ma'am.
इकडे बघा. Gamma n, it can be put as n minus 1 factorial. Gamma n plus 1 is equal to n factorial. बरोबर आहे ना? प्रॉपर्टी बघा, प्रॉपर्टी लिहिले होते आपण. जर n इंटिजर असेल तर याचं n फॅक्टोरियल येतं. आता n आहे इथं, म्हणून इथं n मायनस 1 फॅक्टोरियल येतो. म्हणजे 4 फॅक्टोरियल आहे, तर त्याला आपण काय करतोय, 4 मायनस 1 फॅक्टोरियल, इट इज इक्वल टू 3 फॅक्टोरियल. समटाइम्स gamma n plus 1, it can be put as n into gamma n. आणि हा जो आहे रिडक्शन फॉर्म्युला आहे, ऍक्च्युअल हा रिडक्शन फॉर्म्युला आहे. हा रिडक्शन फॉर्म्युला तुम्हाला सांगते मी, सॉल्व्ह करून देते तुम्हाला ते. 1/2 gamma 1/2 is equal to रूट पाय कसं आलं तेही सॉल्व्ह करूयात आपण, ते त्याचाही प्रूफ आहे. ओके, हा झाला गॅमा फंक्शन. गॅमा फंक्शनचे सगळे एक्झाम्पल संपले, इथे सगळ्या टाइपचे एक्झाम्पल्स आपण क्लिअर केलेले आहेत. आता याच्यामध्ये कोणाला काही शंका आहे?
No, ma'am.
गॅमा फंक्शनचे ऑलमोस्ट आपण सगळे एक्झाम्पल सॉल्व्ह केले, सगळ्या टाइपचे एक्झाम्पल्स आपण सॉल्व्ह केलेले आहेत तिथं. So gamma function, this part is over now. Now we are moving towards next bit of this chapter, that is beta function. Okay, the beta function definition: the function of m and n defined by the integral, the function of m and n defined by the integration from 0 to 1. आता याच्यामध्ये इंटिग्रेशन जे आहे ते 0 to 1 आहे. 0 to 1 x raised to m minus 1 into 1 minus x raised to n minus 1 dx, where m and n both should be greater than 0, and this integral is called as a beta function, and it is denoted by beta of mn. It is denoted by beta of mn is equal to integration from 0 to 1 x raised to m minus 1 into 1 minus x raised to n minus 1 dx. Got it? आणि यालाच आपण युलर्स इंटिग्रल ऑफ फर्स्ट काइंड असंही म्हटलं जातं. दिस वन बीटा फंक्शन इज ऑल्सो नोन ॲज युलर्स इंटिग्रल ऑफ फर्स्ट काइंड. ओके, नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू सी इट्स properties of beta function. So here first property is given: beta of mn is equal to beta of nm. With that, proof is also provided here. So just I will explain here. First property, beta of mn is equal to beta of nm. Okay, so as we know that beta of mn is equal to integration from 0 to 1 by using the definition of beta function, x raised to m minus 1 into 1 minus x raised to n minus 1 dx. Okay, which is equal to integration from 0 to 1 1 minus x raised to m minus 1 into in bracket bracket 1 minus in bracket 1 minus x bracket raised to n minus 1 dx. काय केलं आपण इथं? Yes, anyone? Substitution काय केलं आपण इथं? By taking x is equal to 1 minus x. By taking x is equal to 1 minus x. So put that 1 minus x, 1 minus x raised to n minus 1, which is equal to integration from 0 to 1, 1 minus 1, 1, minus into minus becomes plus. So आता या ठिकाणी प्रॉपर्टी पण सांगितली बघा, इथं बघा, चेक करा, इथं तुम्हाला प्रॉपर्टी पण सांगितलेली आहे. f of x 0 to a f of x dx is equal to integration from 0 to a f of a minus x. So we are replacing that x by 1 minus x. Okay, so 1 minus x raised to m minus 1 into in bracket 1 minus, put that x is equal to 1 minus x again. Okay, by using that property we can write this. So here we can get the term x raised to n minus 1 into 1 minus x raised to m minus 1 dx. And here by using the definition of beta function, it is n m. Hence we can write beta of mn is equal to beta of n m. या ठिकाणी फक्त ही प्रॉपर्टी लक्षात ठेवायची, प्रूफची काही गरज नाहीये आपल्याला. ओके, then next now writing that next property, beta function ची next property, ही पहिली property झाली. Second property, beta of mn is equal to gamma m into gamma n divided by gamma m plus n. Beta of mn is equal to gamma m into gamma n divided by gamma m plus n. This is called as, or here this property is called as relation between beta and gamma function. खूप ठिकाणी हे रिलेशन यूज केलं जातं. ज्यावेळेस तुम्ही एक्झाम्पल सॉल्व्ह करताय त्यावेळेस तुम्हाला हे रिलेशन सॉल्व्ह करून तुम्हाला जे काही फायनल आन्सर आहे ते फायनल आन्सर काढायचं असतं. बीटा फंक्शनचे ज्यावेळेस एक्झाम्पल सॉल्व्ह करतोय त्या ठिकाणी आपल्याला बीटा ऑफ mn इज इक्वल टू मिळतं तिथं. तर त्या ठिकाणी ही प्रॉपर्टी यूज केली जाते. बीटा ऑफ mn इज इक्वल टू गॅमा m इंटू गॅमा n डिवायडेड बाय गॅमा m प्लस n. बाय युझिंग दिस प्रॉपर्टी you will get that final answer of beta function. Okay, त्याच्यानंतर next beta of mn is equal to 2 into integration from 0 to pi by 2 sin raised to 2m minus 1 theta into cos raised to 2n minus 1 theta d theta. हे प्रॉपर्टीज आपल्याला ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिकचे ज्यावेळेस एक्झाम्पल सॉल्व्ह करतोय आपण त्यावेळेस हे युजफुल आहेत. बीटा फंक्शनचे एक्झाम्पल मध्ये ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिकचे पण एक्झाम्पल्स आहेत बीटा फंक्शन. So in that case we are using this property and we can solve that example. As well as we have to prove some terms like that duplication formula is there. So in that case also we are using this property. Beta of mn is equal to 2 into integration from 0 to pi by 2 sine raised to 2m minus 1 theta into cos raised to 2n minus 1 theta d theta. Okay. The next property, integration from 0 to pi by 2. Integration from 0 to pi by 2 sine raised to p theta into cos raised to q theta d theta is equal to half into beta of p plus 1 by 2 q plus 1 by 2. And lastly, beta of mn is equal to integration from 0 to infinity y raised to m minus 1 divided by 1 plus y bracket raised to m plus n dy, as well as integration from 0 to infinity x raised to m minus 1 divided by 1 plus x bracket raised to m plus n dx. तर काही प्रॉपर्टीज आपण सॉल्व करताना या सगळ्या गोष्टी म्हणजे ह्या ज्या प्रॉपर्टीज आहेत, when we are going to solve that examples related to beta function and we are converting that beta functions in gamma functions, that time all these properties we are going to use. So त्याच्यानंतर काही डेफिनेट इंटिग्रलचे रिझल्ट्स आहेत ते बघूयात आपण. Some useful definite integral properties, actually that are properties. तुम्हाला ते 12वी तुम्ही शिकला असणार आहे. So first, integration from 0 to a. Integration from 0 to a, f of x dx, which is equal to integration from 0 to a, f of a minus x dx. Then next, integration from minus a to a, f of x dx is equal to integration from 0 to a, f of x dx plus integration from 0 to a, f of minus x dx. Then next property, integration from minus a to a, f of x dx is equal to 2 into integration from 0 to a, f of x dx. And here it is when possible f of x is equal to even, and it is equal to 0 when f of x is equal to odd. Okay, and some important notes are there. Whenever integrand is algebraic or rational algebraic function, then we have to use integrand that containing a term a minus x raised to n. या टाइपचं आता इंटिग्रल मध्ये फंक्शन असेल a minus x raised to n, तर त्या ठिकाणी x raised to n is equal to a into sin square theta पुट करायचं. We have to put that x raised to n is equal to a into sin square theta. And if that integrand containing a term a plus x raised to n, then put that x raised to n is equal to a tan square theta. A tan square theta. These substitutions converts the algebraic function into trigonometric function. And by using that, we can evaluate whatever that integral is given. Okay? Everyone understood this?
Yes, ma'am.
ओके. आता याच्यानंतर आपण बीटा फंक्शनचे एक्झाम्पल सॉल्व्ह करतोय. आता बीटा फंक्शनचे एक्झाम्पल सॉल्व्ह करताना दिलेले फंक्शन्स किंवा दिलेले इंटिग्रल्स कोणत्या टाइप मध्ये असतात आणि त्याच्यासाठी आपण काय सबस्टिट्यूशन करतोय ते बघूयात. इफ गिवन एक्झाम्पल्स आर ऑफ द फॉलोइंग टाइप्स, then make proper substitution as follows. So in first case, integration of x raised to m 1 minus x raised to n. Sometimes it is a, whatever that a is there. Just I am taking that a minus x raised to n raised to p dx. In this case, put x raised to n is equal to a into t. X raised to n is equal to a into t. Then second, integration of 1 minus nth root of x dx. Then put nth root of x is equal to t. Then next, whenever that integral containing the term x minus a, integration from a to b, x minus a raised to m into b minus x raised to n dx, then put here x minus a is equal to b minus a into t. And if the given integration with x raised to m into a minus x raised to n, the same thing is there. First one is here given. So here we have to put that x is equal to a into t. ओके, हे सबस्टिट्यूशन करायचे आपल्याला बीटा फंक्शन आपण सॉल्व्ह करताना. प्रत्येकाने समजलं इथं? येस प्लीज.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
ओके. Roll number 34. Are you there? नकाते. संकेत शिंदे, तुम्ही सकाळी क्लासमध्ये नव्हता का?
होतं मॅडम, पण शेवट एक 10 मिनिट राहिले की लेफ्ट झालं.
असं नाही चालत ना. "44 अमित मोरे, 55, 56. Okay. I am going to wind up here. याच्या पुढचे एक्झाम्पल्स आपण नेक्स्ट लेक्चर मध्ये बघूयात. There is break, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.